In the Pacific Palisades, this devastated community now rebuilding after the Los Angeles fires. That sound of construction, a sign of light at the end of the tunnel.
Is it hard to come back?
Yeah.
And yet, 9 months later, many families whose homes are still standing remain stuck in limbo.
It's like a catastrophe on top of a catastrophe, and it shouldn't be that way. Cow.
For Ian Hardcastle, his wife, and 2 young children who have been living in a rental, their home is still just frozen in time since January 7th. The reason, a costly, months-long battle with their insurance company, the California Fair Plan, over smoke damage.
How much would you say you're out of pocket at this point?
At this point, close to 6 figures. And we haven't even started the work on the home yet. When that starts, the number will skyrocket.
Unlike houses that burned down, homes that survived are often left with a murkier claims process. While it may look fine on the surface, experts and homeowners are concerned about what toxins seeped into these homes, whether they can be cleaned up or if they'll pose an invisible health risk. Earlier this year, we were there when the Hardcastles had their home professionally tested by a certified industrial hygienist.
Okay, so these hygienists have been testing for fire emissions in the air, carcinogens, gases, because it's not just about this visible ash that we see here around the home. It's also about the toxins that we can't see.
The Hardcastles say the Fair Plan denied their request for reimbursement of the hygienic testing they had done. Those results found the fire damage is serious and extensive, based on the presence of cyanide, lithium, lead, chromium, and numerous other carcinogens and contaminants caused by the Palisades fire. Based on that report, the Hardcastles contractor recommended taking the home down to the studs, estimated to cost nearly $1.6 million.
So take out anything that's porous, cabinets, countertops, drywall, insulation.
When we first met the Hardcastles, the Fair Plan had sent them an initial estimate for remediation of about $1,800, an amount that fell within their deductible. Now, 7 months after our first story aired, following numerous denial letters and the Hardcastles retaining a lawyer, the Fair Plan recently increased its offering to around $390,000. Still, less than a quarter of what they say they need to fix their home. The Fair Plan says it's not unusual for a policyholder to point out additional damage or to ask for a reinspection.
Anything that saves it money, it will take that position.
Attorney Dylan Schaffer is representing the Hardcastles and hundreds of others like them who had no option but to sign on with the Fair Plan as other insurers have pulled out of these high-risk areas. Known as the insurer of last resort, the Fair Plan was established by the state but is run by the private insurers that operate here.
The dispute that we will have with California Fair Plan is when homes like these are badly damaged, whether it's sufficient to simply go in and mop it up and sponge the walls, or whether it's necessary in many cases to remove building components.
For years, Schaffer has argued the Fair Plan's smoke damage policy is illegal and doesn't meet the state standard to cover all loss by fire. In June, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge agreed, calling the Fair Plan's policy language requiring direct physical loss evidenced by permanent physical changes unlawful. It was a landmark ruling, but the case is not yet final. So for now, it's not legally binding for families like the Hardcastles. But Schaffer has noticed one interesting change the Fair Plan has made since. Look at the letter the Hardcastles got before the judge's decision and then the one they got after. That language that was called out as unlawful has now been removed and replaced with an ellipses.
The difference is that Fair Plan has removed unique language. The problem is they simply have not changed their conduct.
The state's own Department of Insurance recently issued a cease and desist order against the Fair Plan for systematically denying and limiting smoke damage claims from wildfire survivors. And shortly after, California's governor called on the carrier to change course and begin processing smoke damage claims expeditiously and fairly.
We don't have any sort of, nuanced way of understanding what the damages are and how long the suffering can last.
USC Environmental Studies Associate Professor Mona Lisa Chatterjee says part of the problem is there are no clear and agreed upon standards for investigating and remediating smoke damage, a shortfall the state's insurance commissioner acknowledged has existed for decades.
Our insurance mechanism is open-ended. It sort of has this overall umbrella approach where what is included and what is not included has to be debated and has to be proven by the impacted communities.
In the case of the Hardcastles, the Fair Plan disagreed with the test results done by the family's hygienist. And so last month, the insurer sent their own hygienist to conduct testing. The results are pending. While the insurer says it cannot comment on individual claims, in a statement to NBC News, the California Fair Plan said it's been working with the California Department of Insurance over the past year to update and clarify its policy language around smoke damage. Adding, we remain focused on helping our customers recover and rebuild. Thousands of policyholders impacted by the Palisades and Eaton fires have already received payments.
So what's next for the Hardcastles?
Unfortunately, the only real solution for people like Mr. Hardcastle and hundreds of my clients and likely thousands of others is lawsuits. Many of my clients are moving back into toxic homes because they have no choice. Many of them are selling their homes.
While the Fair Plan has been paying for part of the Hardcastle's rental, time is running out.
We've got to get our house back to where it was. We paid the Fair Plan thousands of dollars to cover us in a situation like this, and they have not held up to their end of the bargain at all whatsoever.
And Tom, the Hardcastles tell us that they've now decided to just go forward and begin remediating their home. This is without any further movement from the Fair Plan, and they are still pursuing legal action. However, for now, they feel that they have no choice. They are worried that their rental assistance is going to end soon, and they don't want to sell their home or sell it at a loss. So for now, they are doing what so many others have been forced to do as well, which is further dip into their savings and take out loans to cover the costs. And we should point out, Tom, that as all of this is happening, the Fair Plan is also right now seeking a 36% rate hike on their policyholders for what they say is necessary to help cover increasing costs due to wildfires.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.